This is the Infinite Receiving Podcast, helping conscious leaders like you tap into a wealth of abundance across all areas of your life and business. My name is Susie Ashworth. I am a single mom of 3 and author of the Sunday Times best-selling book, Infinite Receiving: Crack the Code to Conscious Wealth Creation and Finally Manifest Your Dream Life. On this show, I'll be sharing with you how you can upgrade your identity and your reality to create the life that you have been dreaming of. Because you are ready to be an infinite receiver. Hello, you gorgeous human being. It is Susie Ashworth here, and you are listening to the Infinite Receiving Podcast. And I have got a juicy one for you today. I have been revisiting the book 10x is Easier Than 2x, and I've been loving it. It has been massively inspiring me. And I say it's a revisit. I'm not entirely sure the first time I read it. And the first time I read it, I was both inspired and triggered. Like, I understood the concept intellectually, but I've got a feeling I didn't finish the book because I couldn't get my head around how many things that I would need to let go of that I didn't feel I was in the position to let go of. And what might be true is slowly but surely over time, I have let go of quite a few things. So this time, when I'm revisiting it, it doesn't feel so intimidating or scary. So this book is written by Dr. Benjamin Hardy and Dan Sullivan. And the premise is that people who are looking to double their impact have a much harder time than people who go for exponential growth, which looks like 10x. And I think that for some people at least, that in and of itself is a really challenging concept to get your head around. Like, why would you need or want to go 10x? And what I love in the book is they provide the context before they get into the real content by saying you've done 10x many times over in your life before. And when I think about it, it is true. Like when you pass your driving test and you learn to drive a car, that's 10x. It was 100x for me. Might have even been 1,000x. I was terrible when I first got in and started to learn to drive. I failed my test 4 times. And then one day I did it. I did it through focused attention and practice. And I did it. If I look at my life from when I was working in a 9 to 5 and how much money I used to earn, I used to earn in a year what I can earn 3 times over in a month. Sometimes I've earned double what I used to earn in a year in a day, which is just crazy pants. It is crazy. If I look at the home that I live in now versus my first home that I bought, it's wild. So, all this to say that 10x is not some completely alien concept. And if, as they say, it is easier to achieve, and the premise is it's easier to achieve because you can't do as much. You have to simplify. You have to let things go. So often we're not making the inroads that we want to make in our life, in our relationships, in our businesses, because we are so freaking busy and we are spreading ourselves way too thin. But when we focus our attention and go all in on the one thing, guess what? We can see exponential growth. So this is exciting to me now when I think about it in relation to the coaching certification. And I have set a 10x goal before, but didn't then act in alignment with it. Now I am setting a 10x goal. So within the next 3 years, we will have 1,000 students move through the program in a single year. That's a 10x goal. And so now it is about what needs to happen, what are the systems, what are the processes that need to be put in place, and what are the things that we need to let go of in order to make that happen. And it feels so exciting. And already I'm in the process of partnering with somebody who I believe could be instrumental in sharing their knowledge and wisdom and experience in helping us get there. But that is not what this episode is about. This episode is about a specific concept that they share in this book that really made me think, I love this. And this is about being a good wanter. And Dan Sullivan says that maybe for the last 35 years, with the exception of about 12 days, he has written down what he wants every single day. And he's realized that one of his skill sets is being really good at wanting. And this is interesting to me because of the work that I do around conscious co creation and the concept that everything that we desire is already not only in the universe, but is an extension of who it is that we are. Wanting has always felt like a little bit out of alignment because that puts the thing that we desire outside of ourselves. So as I was listening to this, I was really like, I don't know if I want to be good at wanting. Like maybe I am better at choosing and claiming. And those words would be equally as appropriate. But you have wanting on one side, according to Dan's formula, and then on the other side, needing. And what he speaks to, and this again, this is very much in alignment with my view of the universe, is that most people are in a space of need. In fact, I talk about this in the introduction of Infinite Receiving. And it is a really big deal for many people to say, I know I don't need this, but this is what I desire. I know I don't need this, but this is what I want. There is no point in reading 10x is easier than 2x if you are not willing to operate from a place of desire versus need, because there is just no need to more than double your income. There is no need to want to double the level of intimacy you experience with your partner. There is very little need for you to ever go over and above really having just enough. Just enough is good. And frequently, this is what we are told that we should want. We should want what we need and nothing more. And anybody who wants more than that is wrong. So there's a whole cultural mind shift required by you if you are ever going to allow yourself to receive what is absolutely available to you and available to certainly anybody who has our level of privilege. So this episode, to be honest, it's a short one. It's an invitation. It's a call in to ask you, are you willing to play in the frequency of desire? Are you willing to give yourself permission to go bigger, to hold more, to increase your capacity? And if you are, then you have to answer the question, what is it that you are claiming for yourself? What do you choose? So many people get stuck here. This is a theme as well. I feel like I've said this in the last couple of episodes. Like many people don't get off the start line. This is a start line inquiry. What do I want? What do I want from my life? What do I want from my clients? What do I want from my relationship? How do I want to feel on my deathbed? How do I want to feel on a day to day basis? Because if you desire to feel happy, excited, rejuvenated, you have to claim that. Most people are not even willing to say that they want to feel happy, excited, rejuvenated, motivated, inspired. Most people don't want to say that. Most people feel like even that is too big of an ask. And I want to say, F that. That is not too big of an ask. You get to create, I believe that you create the world that you live in. For sure, you are responsible for the responses that come out of your mouth. You choose how you are going to respond to any circumstance, and the choices that you make will dictate your next moment in time. The choices that you make will dictate your experience in life. So if we get to create the world in which we live in, isn't it silly to not be honest and choose what it is that you want, knowing that if you can choose anything you want, so can everybody else. So can everybody else. And what if part of your job, part of your purpose is to show people that they can choose what it is that they want by you choosing what it is that you want? And it doesn't have to be part of your legacy. It doesn't have to be part of your mission, but I can assure you that me choosing to retrain when I was 30 odd years old and claim what I wanted, which was more time at home, more time with my kids, more freedom to live the life that I wanted, that, quite unbeknownst to me, would become such a permission slip for so many other people in my world and in my life. And I am beyond humbled and privileged to have taken up that mantle. You get to do it for others, but more importantly, you get to do it for you, and you can do it for you. But it starts with you owning that you desire more than just enough. You get what you tolerate always. So the invitation today is to stop tolerating and start choosing. Are you available for that? I hope so. Let me know. What have you been tolerating that you are no longer willing to tolerate as you go for what it is that you want? How good a wanter can you be? How good at choosing can you become? And how good at receiving will you allow yourself to be? Okay, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode. If so, you know the script. Please share it with at least one person. Tag me on Instagram. And please remember that faith plus action equals miracles.
Thank you for listening to Infinite Receiving with me, Susie Ashworth. I'd love to share with you my Infinite Receiving activation audio. Go to susieashworth.com/activate infinite receiving.